Salakia. Salakia. For whatever reason, it's talking about I got to do something else. The screen just cut off. So I'm going to try and hurry up and finish this. It said, officers, it says, Borden did fire multiple shots, striking officer kidnapped. Officers returned fire before running outside to safety. Williams said kidnapped's partner administered first aid before EMS took her to the hospital. Oh, he shot a female. Call her law. Right. The bitch shouldn't have been doing no man's job. She was released from the hospital several days later. SWAT officers took Borden into custody later that morning after a standoff. So he did it. Yeah, see, the Lord code for that one had him. And look how he walked out. And that was the image. You would have thought they killed him. He got fat and everything. Looked like he got a bra. He ain't looking scary, though. Yeah, this place sucked. But, at the end of the day, I'm not condoning violence. What I'm saying is basically, if they killing our people, and then like I said, I did a video about you had a whole Edomite police officer going to the job, arresting people, doing his job, but building a meth lab in his basement. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are the people that they got to judge us, but these people are profane. Right. I'm not condoning what he did. What I'm saying is, you're going to have more incidents like this. Like, it make me think of Second Ezra's, matter of fact, I'm going to get that. Second Ezra's, chapter 15. Uh, I'm going to get this first. Matthew chapter 24, verse 13. No, verse 12. Matthew 24 and 12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. Because at the end of the day, it's so much sin, because iniquity is sin upon sin. So therefore, it's so much iniquity going on that the love of many shall wax cold. And like, who's to say who that was? That probably was a woman he dealt with. Probably his children, mother. Who's to say? I know this guy though. We called him something when I was around him. Everybody knew him by a certain name. Never knew his real name. And that's how the streets keep it. But the thing is, just to see that, it kind of not bug me up, but kind of like, damn, that's how. And I've been doing videos lately about the Lord put the spirit of vengeance on people. Like, right. Lord code. Second Ezra chapter 15. I'm going to start at verse 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. Verse 15, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands. That's meaning about them race riots. Meaning about, and you see the Edomite taking this Jake to jail. Well, you going to have Jake is not going to be willing to deal with it. Just like you have Esau against Esau, you have Esau against Jake, you're going to have Jake against Esau. And that's all the will of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Verse 16, for there shall be sedition among men, invading one another, then shall not, Salakia, for there shall be sedition among men, invading one another, they shall not regard their kings nor princes, in the course of their actions shall stand in their power. And that's just basically the end times. I got one last scripture, because at the end of the day, this is all prophecy. And you're getting it out the Holy Scriptures. This is 2 Ezra chapter 2, verse 9. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and then thou seest parts of the signs past which I have told thee before. And this is going into sedition among men. That's a prophecy. And you seeing that with the whole situation with the Jake, that's sedition among men. You know what I mean? They're not listening regarding what these people in authority saying. Come on, they got there. He had a standoff. I didn't hear about none of that in the news, the local news. I ended up seeing news break. And that's the only reason why I'm doing the videos, because I actually know this guy. Right. Verse 2, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. And you seeing him visiting the world right now by the prophecies being passed and fulfilled. And we really only waiting for a few more major prophecies. And once the major prophecies go past, the little prophecies going to actually go to pass too. It takes for this, everything. The Lord got things set up for a reason, the way he got them set up. Just like, for instance, you might be a Jake that was called to come into the truth, but you was a nigga in the world. Well, like how Paul was. Paul was called to come into the truth. He was predestined to be a man of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, but yet and still he was attacking his church. That's why Paul suffered so much fucking like. But Paul was so much in the spirit. I was just reading the book of Acts. Well, like I forgot what chapter it was, but Paul was going to try to go to Jerusalem, and they kept on. Every time he was going, people was like, "No, don't go up to Jerusalem." But he was so much in the spirit, he like, "I'm gonna go." And then when he got there, they grabbed him, right? Because he like, I have run the race. You know what I mean? Like he's not. Well, he wasn't playing, and that's what kind of spirit we got to be in. You know, he was like, shit. I mean, like, he said, I'm ready to not only suffer, but to die. Roughly paraphrased, like, that's the truth. Verse 3, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes or uproars of the people in the world. That was an uproar with this man attacking the police. Sedition among the men, not regarding their princes or the people in authority. Verse 4, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. Verse 5, for like as that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. And you see in the end of the world today. In the book of Peter, it says the end is nigh, meaning near. And we about to, you're seeing it now if you have the spiritual eyes to see. This place is over. So if you're so-called Black, Hispanic, Native American, Seminole Indian, West Indian, or Haitian, I implore you to come back to the laws, statutes, commandments of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, or be destroyed. And with that, I want to give all praises, all honor, all glory to call Haloyim, La Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rachako, this book of Thumb, double honors to apostles and elders, a great millstone who rule well. Peace and salutations to the occupant across the four corners of the earth, pushing this truth with faith and with sincerity and Shalom to the Israelite foreigners scattered abroad in the land of other nations, appearing like the other nations, but subscribing to this truth. To you, I say Shalom. Shalom to the Akwath, the Akim. Listen and learning. We almost out of here. Until next time, Lord willingly. Shalom, shalom. Mawafla babal, shalom.